Hi, this is Steve from yourcreativelife.com talking today about joy, channeling joy in our series about writers channeling their emotions. This one you might think is easy. People like to be happy and joy, but how often are you happy in your writing life? I have certainly found that there are people, sometimes I'm this guy too, that as I get into the writing, as I come up with a really good idea, all of these other things come into play in terms of, oh, no, can I execute this idea? Am I good enough? And then all sorts of other emotions come in, fear and sadness and anger and all of this stuff. And so, where is the joy in my writing life? That's what we're here to talk about today. So, I think one of the things that we can think back to, I certainly can, is that first spark, that first childhood notion. If you think about yourself at 5 years old and the desire to be a creative person, the desire to write something that other people would read, the desire to write something that has characters and sophistication and humor and drama and all sorts of things, long before we were able to do it, long before we actually were doing it, putting words on the page to create material, there was a little one in me and probably in you who really wanted to find that spark, that energy, that opportunity, that bravery, that forward thinkingness to actually come forth and make stuff. And now you are that person. And I think that that is a space, a spark for the kind of joy that we can use in our writing life. So even if you're on a show and you're afraid about writing that next script or speaking in the writer's room or having that meeting to get that job or pitching that show, there is a way that we can channel back into that space of very early desire to create stuff that gives us that blip of joy that we might grow and manifest into something much larger. And I really encourage you to do whatever it takes, meditatively, spiritually, journaling wise, therapy, talking about it out loud to yourself on a walk, jotting it down, putting it on your whiteboard, all of those things that create joy in your writing life. Maybe make a list. Is it the discipline? Is it the creativity? Is it the imagination? Is it the fun? Is it the subject matter, whether it's superheroes or mysteries or murder or mayhem or humor or children's work or fantasy? What are those things that you can channel? So I really support you in, even if you're creating something for somebody else, one of the most important things for me that I've talked about on several videos is really to go back to that kernel of thing that you are obsessed with, that you're really interested in, this idea, this subject, this all of that, and to connect deeply to those things that then you can grow and blossom into something else. So I support you in finding joy wherever you are, whether you're writing something for yourself, whether you're writing something for someone else, whether there are other emotions involved like fear or anger or sadness, whatever it is, I support you in finding that spark of joy and just meditatively allowing it to grow and motivate your work. And maybe there are things that you do in your writing practice that cultivate that joy. Maybe it's about writing with music on, maybe it's instrumental music, maybe it's movie soundtracks, maybe it's Broadway shows, maybe it's rock and roll, maybe it's blues, maybe it's any number of things. Maybe it's white noise, maybe it's complete and total silence, maybe it's the chirping of the birds. Whatever it is that can spark something in you that allows you to feel good, to feel happy about your writing, I really really support you, I should say, in leaning into that because life is short and your writing career is probably a little bit shorter than your life. And I support you in wherever you can find it to find it. Find that joy, channel that joy into your work, and spread the word about it. Tell your other writer friends as people are complaining about some of the things that you love. Change your language around looking at your work to talk about the things that you appreciate, that you're grateful for, that you find excitement and inspiration in. And if you have thoughts about how to do this or how often you do this, or if you're challenged by it, leave comments below this video so that we can discuss it and get into an opportunity where we might be able to inspire each other to feel a little bit more joy a little bit more of the time. So go to yourcreativelife.com to check out all things about my coaching, about how I can help inspire you to do your best as a TV writer, as a screenwriter, as a playwright, as a professional writer in the world. How can I cheer you on with individual coaching or group classes or accountability? Go there, yourcreativelife.com, to find out everything soup to nuts. Listen to the podcast. Come back here every single week because I post a brand new video. And these are all for you, for the benefit, for the betterment of your creative life. Thank you for watching, for being here today to watch this video, and I will see you next time.